Alright, good evening guys. What's up? Alright, so here I'm going to, this next 7 minutes is going to be about reinforcing the opposing against the draft and to further diminish the evidence that our affirmatives have given us. So, as can already be inferred, our main claim is basically that a military draft is unnecessary and it contradicts the principles of this country. First, the claims I'm going to cover in these 7 minutes is going to be that there's no need to increase recruitment in this day and age. A military draft will reduce the quality and effectiveness of our military, and the draft is much more costly than all volunteer method we have today. So I'll start with the first one, that there is no need to increase recruitment. Our affirmative claims that we've been having a hard time, or the military has been having a hard time recruiting soldiers. That is not true. This is from this quote, according to Barbara Bixler and Lisa G. Nolan, they're writers for a Strategic Analysis Incorporated. This is in 2006. According to them, since 1982, the Department of Defense, which I'll further refer to as DoD, has missed its annual recruiting target only 3 times. In 1998 and 1999, both of those times were times with high unemployment rates, or no, low unemployment rates, I'm sorry, and more recently in 2005. So those were the 3 times since '82 that we've missed our quotas for recruiting. And just to give you guys some numbers, this is from fiscal year 2009. According to Rod Powers, this is from About.com, Army active duty recruitment statistics was that Army got 107%, so they got more than they needed. Air Force got 100, Marine Corps got 109, and Navy got 100. So everybody got, every branch of our armed forces got active duty recruitment. They got enough active duty recruits for fiscal year 2009. From that same place, our reserve recruiting, Army National Guard got 88%. They're actually the only ones that did not meet their quota. Army got 103, Navy 100, Marine Corps 155. They got 55% more than they needed. Air National Guard at 127%, and the Air Force got 100. So we're not having trouble finding recruits. We're actually getting enough, for what we need. And if the Defense Department says these are as many people we need, and they're getting it, then there should be no question about a draft. In Bixler and Nolan's report, the one I quoted earlier about 1982, according to them, the one factor of military recruitment is the economy status. Economy is inversely related to recruitment. So if the economy is really good, we tend to have less recruits, just because if the economy is good, they like to go. Many people like to go into the civilian workforce and all that. But if the economy is doing pretty low, then people tend to join the military more because they get more benefits than they would in the civilian world. So keeping that in mind, in today's economy, since we're having a little bit of a depression right now, there would be no need to increase recruitment because we should be getting as many people as we need. And that claim is consolidated to by the numbers I just gave you. And a minor repair, we wouldn't really need a draft. Minor repair would be, over the years, DoD has successfully compensated for increasing difficulties in recruiting by increasing incentives, bonuses, and advertising of joining the military. So they've compensated pretty well. So a minor repair would just to keep doing that. Maybe put a little bit more money into advertising and so forth, and that would be pretty much it. All right. So that covers there's no need for increased recruitment. Secondly, I'll cover a military draft will reduce the quality and effectiveness of our military. Now, this is contrary to what our affirmative said, that it actually would increase the effectiveness, but I have some good sources here. Firstly, I'm quoting an American Forces Press Service person, Jim Garamore. This is from 2006, November. DoD officials said that draft would actually diminish the quality of U.S. forces why, he quoted a, just a second, I can find you the source here. All right, he quoted Bill Carr, who is Deputy Undersecretary of Defense for Military Personnel Policy. So he's actually part of the DoD. 2/3 of our recruits are from the top half aptitude. That means that they're in the top half of aptitude range, whereas if we didn't say the draft, we would only go for the middle. So we would actually go for, settle for less than what we are getting right now. Further, Bill Carr goes on to say, retention right now is the best it has ever been. 2/3 of our military, if we had a draft, would be, they only need to be in there for 2 years. But right now, since we're an all-volunteer, 2/3 of our military have actually been in the military for 6 or more years. So if you think about it in an investment perspective, you're getting a lot more for your money if they stay in longer. So that's the way things are going right now. And to further diminish the claim that we have lots of members in the military with low aptitude, in 2005, only 2% of our enlistment fell in lower aptitude range, which is well below the congressional cap of 20%. So 20% is the limit that Congress has on the military for lower aptitude people. In 2005, we only had 2%. So we're fine when it comes. We have great members in the military. So that's that last claim. And so my last claim is that draft is more costly than the all-volunteer method. Government Accountability Office reports that estimated that a draft would add about $4 billion in annual cost. That's from Bill Carr. I quoted him before. According to an MSNBC study, the cost of recruiting just one Marine is about $6,500. That is from a publication in 2004. When all is said and done, but then you have to keep in account spending for their benefits, their salary, exemption from taxes. You know, some of their things are exempt from tax. You'll end up spending about, if we had a draft, a conscript of about the conscript, which is a person who was drafted, would cost about $250,000 for only 2 years. You know, if you're going to spend that kind of money, you might as well spend it on somebody who is going to stay in for more than 2 years, you know? Somebody who wants to be in the military, who's willing to go the full 20 years, you know, and retire. That's it for now. Thank you.